Hello and welcome back to another video of Bendy and the Ink Machine. We have finished the entire main game now, and I wanted to check out the archive, so let's get into it. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and the Ink Machine began when the developer cartoonist known as Themetli experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in little under a week, with programmer/friend Mike Desjardins, and released on February 10th in 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie games almost overnight. Immediately, and Mike Desjardins decided to drop all other projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as characters and models were refined from their early thrown together versions. This archive is a peek behind the scenes at that process. Uh-huh. So we have Brute Boris, Alice Angel's monstrosity. Brute Boris was one of the biggest surprises of Chapter 4. His design was roughly based on the Frankenstein monster, but with a more unfinished appearance. Alice took parts from within him and substituted things that his body is rapidly rejecting. Did he give him another heart, or am I crazy? That wouldn't make much sense. There'd be no reason to kill him then if you need his heart. Unless you're just being... And then pipes for some reason. Otherwise, he looks relatively the same, I guess, aside from the giant hands, maybe? Looks like he tied on giant hands. Interesting. Yeah. Hmm. Boris the Wolf. Boris the Wolf, a friend of the end, to the end, was designed using various references from cartoons of the 1920s. A blend of West Coast and East Coast animation styles, this silent and supportive wolf won over the hearts of many. Although at times he was a headache for the development team due to his AI taking on a mind of its own during production. Uh-huh. Oh, I just realized, does the chair have, like, reception sticks? Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't know. Ooh. Ew. This is nasty. Beta Boris. Papa was the original name of the character that eventually became Boris the Wolf. This early version was released with Chapter 1. He was quickly refined into the Boris we know today with the release of Chapter 2. Yeah. That's terrifying. Why does his insides look wooden? That's so weird. And we got Tom, who doesn't even get a description. That's cool artwork. We have Allison, I'm assuming. Is she missing a shoe? No. And then we have Susie. Yeah. So she doesn't have a bow tie, I just realized. Hmm. We have. Oh. Oh! Okay, hold on. So we have the sad guys who apparently attack me later. We have Beta Sammy and we have Final Sammy. Final Sammy is significantly taller, like, and larger in general. That's interesting. So let's look at Beta Sammy real quick. With his first appearance in Chapter 2, fan favorite Sammy Lawrence became a terrifyingly entertaining character when his slim build was deemed not threatening enough. He was redesigned and given a better skeletal rig for more advanced animation. Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, I would say it's still scary because, like, he's a person, or at least was. He was a person, and now he's insane, and he's got the upper hand because he has a weapon. And then he just not, and he seems to have powers, like to like disappear and whatnot. So he is still terrifying in my opinion. I mean, like, he's no longer human. But yeah, Final Sammy being that much more large and muscular looking, yeah, definitely scary. Final Sammy. Sammy Lawrence's final form came complete with a bulked up stature and a more powerful limbs. The mad songwriter may finally get noticed now, at least by fans. Yeah. Final Searcher. The Final Searchers were far more robust in appearance. They were smoother with better ink effects and more human appearance. I actually never noticed the difference. Beta Searcher. Early in development, with just a few weeks to create Chapter 2, the Beta Searchers were designed in record time before being fully retooled later on. They were the first fighting enemies encountered in the game. Yeah. Concept Bendy. What the Dude, this would have been terrifying to run from. Like, what the hell? Ew. I would honestly say that's scarier than just this Bendy running after me. Or I guess that Bendy. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled. In the earliest concepts, Bendy was much smaller and cuter, with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. Yeah, that's just terrifying. Alpha Bendy. This is the original game-used design of Ink Bendy from the earliest version of Chapter 1. It is jokingly referred to as "bird poop with a smile" among the development team. Yeah, kinda. Beta Bendy. This was Ink Bendy's form until the release of Chapter 4. At that time, the game received a major visual upgrade, and the title character got a new model as well. So ink just kind of splashing all around him. He's got a more, I guess, even head. His bow ties are moved down a bit. Otherwise, I mean, he looks pretty similar. Is he missing a hand? What the hell? I guess that is a difference. Now he has a hand, just not with a glove on it. Oh, and he has like a spine coming out. That's smart. Uh, Ink Bendy. Ink Bendy, as we know him today, although similar to Beta Bendy, this upgraded version was remodeled, enhanced with a higher polygon count, and given new ink effects. Yeah. And then Beast Bendy. Ink Bendy's horrific final form in Chapter 5 pulled away the cartoon facade and revealed the demon within. Yeah. Oh, he actually has legs. I had no idea he kept legs. They're so tiny. That's adorable. Oh, that's hilarious. So was he called Pipers? So Pipers, Strikers, and Fishers. I guess that makes sense. Huh. Okay. Well, and then the Butcher Gang. The Piper, Striker, and Fisher made up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Interestingly, the ink-corrupted versions of the characters were designed first and then were reverse engineered back into their more family-friendly cartoon forms. Wait, so like these guys were designed and then the cartoon-looking ones were, or? Because I'm confused. Anyways, then we also have you, Bertram, who doesn't even get a little piece of paper. Poor Bertram. The original ink machine, yeah. Before a major visual upgrade, this version of the ink machine was the one used in the game. Much of the machine's iconic fan-loved design was translated into the final version. I understand that, yeah. I guess we can't actually go in here. Yeah. Okay, well that's all for the archives. I didn't actually know what it was going to be. I mean, this makes sense. It's the archive, like information. So this makes sense. But I'm now going to cut to me exploring. So this part's probably going to get recorded a lot sooner than the rest. But I'm now going to cut to finding new little secrets in the actual chapters with the mirror. So yeah, see y'all then.
All right, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
Oh, yeah, I wish we could leave. Death in every direction. Not all. Damn. He was born here. Oh.
Hey, here's my old desk. I've wasted
Um.
so much time in this chair.
Yeah. Okay. So you technically created Bendy.
Looks like they knocked out a wall or two after I left. Guess it took a few people to replace me.
Get a little privacy.
This lift
There
could be
never
huge
was a
places.
choice. Listening and always watching. Don't be scared.
Oh my god. Joey, what
She's
were you doing?
heartless. So, did Joey do this, or did somehow Alice do this? Oh, there we go. I always fall. Joey lied to us. Okay, so now it acknowledges that, it's
This'll
Joey.
definitely come in handy.
Norman Grant. Oh. There were two recordings that had a Norman and a Grant on it, but I don't remember who they were. Okay, so I did just look it up, and so Norman uh, was the CFO uh, of, well, Bendy Machine. And, oh, say hello to Sam. Oh, well, ain't that a hint? Um, and he was supposedly transformed. I mean, he sounded stressed out in the recordings apparently, but he was supposedly transformed into just a searcher or a lost one. He wasn't that important. Grant, however, was the projectionist who became the projectionist.
How did this place get so big?
Bertram and Lacey. I don't remember who Lacey. Lacey was the word. No, Lacey seemed nice. That's sad. So, I mean, I assume she was also turned into a lost one because we don't ever see a character about her. But of course, Bertram was, turned into the head.
It's really dark in here.
Intent. Oh, yeah, I was thinking it was going to be one of the searchers. No, no, no. Hint, hint, hint. I get smacked in the back of the head with the, whatchamacallit,
Looks like this
dustpan
area is
later.
flooded. If I'm gonna get out
Yeah.
of here,
So naive. Yeah, you're right. She was. Okay, there we go. Finally. I was wondering when I get that achievement. Don't sing with psychos. What's that smell? I imagine the sewer. Ew. Okay, that's some foreshadowing. Who am I now? Reminds of reminds me of home. Oh,
open the door.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Just in
Oh
case one of my friends
no.
probably has it.
That's so sad.
Gotta be a way through.
Alrighty, so this will be the end of the video. I apologize for there being no audio halfway through. I don't know what happened, but when I recorded the second hour and a half video from chapter 3 to chapter 5, finding all the secrets, my audio just didn't record. Not only not my mic audio, but in the actual recording for like my desktop audio for the game just doesn't exist anymore, so I can't even use that. So yeah, probably because the thunderstorm outside is what it is. But I hope you all enjoyed the video and see y'all in the next game.